I'm pretty sure many of us love the Dream Production series, as it practically surpassed Inside Out 2. And for that very reason, we have all the references and tiny little details you may have missed while watching the episodes. And get ready, because many of these details are definitely gonna surprise you. So grab your popcorn and let's dive in. We know that director Paula is highly acclaimed and has won many awards for her efforts, but if you pay close attention to the shape and design of these trophies, you'll find some interesting references. On the wall, you can see that she was featured on the cover of Sleepy magazine, a very clear nod to Variety magazine. Among these awards, there's also a statue resembling an Oscar, except this one has its hands in a pillow position, as it's an award for the best dream. Remember, dreams inside Riley's mind are treated like a movie. There's even a trophy design after Bo Peep's sheep. So, does that mean that Toy Story actually exists in the universe of Inside Out? Tell us your theory in the comments. Another curious detail happens after Senny gets fired. He wrote a terrible script for Paula to produce, aiming to ruin her career. Interestingly, if you pay close attention at the script, if you zoom in and focus, you'll realize that he didn't use his real name, Senny, but instead signed it as Nightmare, a clever play on words meaning nightmare. And the dream really is a nightmare for Riley, as she experiences many embarrassing moments and becomes the target of ridicule. In the series, nightmares are abundant in Riley's mind, and we know they're directed by none other than Gigi. If you recall the first movie, there was that horrifying nightmare where Riley dreamed of a bear and a talking pizza. Well, we're pretty sure that was Gigi's handiwork. She certainly excels at crafting them. If you didn't notice, there are plenty of dream-related references scattered throughout the series. For instance, we see actors dressed as sheep tied to ropes to jump over fences. And if you're sharp, you'll realize this refers to the classic notion of counting sheep to fall asleep faster. And speaking of sheep, did you notice that Bo Peep's sheep makes another appearance? That's right, it's right at the entrance of Dream Productions. One character that's surely stolen our hearts is Paula's little companion, Mel. Some of you may already know the clever reference behind this adorable dog. When you pet him, he releases a magical dust that immediately puts you to sleep. This is because his name is inspired by melatonin, a hormone in our bodies produced to relax and sleep at night. Now it makes way more sense, right? The Dream Production series, in case you didn't notice, is filmed like a mockumentary. The characters talk directly to the camera and make hilarious expressions. You may have also noticed that Anger's face is censored at one point. It's not because he's making a rude face or being inappropriate, but simply because Anger didn't sign the image rights agreement. You can clearly hear it in the scene if you pay close attention. But well, what does this mean? The documentary team can't legally show their face until they sign this agreement. What a curious detail, right? Come on, I'm sure many of you found Director Paula familiar. She's hugely popular in Riley's mind for creating fun dreams that helped Riley navigate certain stages of her life. And yes, Paula was introduced in the first Inside Out movie. This series is so impressive that it references not only Disney and Pixar, but also Turning Red. It's clear that Riley is a Fort Townie, as one of her fabricated boyfriends tries to win her over by singing a Fort Town song, Nobody Like You. And one of these boyfriends is even a direct nod to Justin Bieber, as we hear Paula call him by that name.
Justin Bieber isn't working.
And here's a fun fact. All of Riley's dreamy boyfriends have a reference to Canada, like chopping down pine trees, being obsessed with hockey, Justin Bieber, and of course, loving Fort Town. And I say this because if you don't remember, Turning Red happened in Toronto, Canada. So, does that mean that we'll soon have the second movie of Turning Red? Tell us what you think in the comments. It was impossible to imagine Pixar wouldn't include their signature Easter eggs in the Dream Production series. If you still don't know what I mean, we see the iconic Pizza Planet truck right here. There's also the Chinese takeout box. And when Paula and Janelle browsed some old sets, we spotted the Luxo Junior Ball, Triple Dent Gum boxes, and even some Disney references. There's Aladdin's lamp and King Triton's trident. Who else spotted all these details? Alright friends, we've talked about Pixar and Disney references, but here's a detail you probably overlooked. When we're given a tour of Dream Studios, we see teeth with braces. This might hint that Riley was already thinking about fixing her teeth at this point. And sure enough, this comes true in Inside Out 2. The cool thing about this detail is that if you focus on Riley's design, you'll notice that she actually has crooked teeth. Wow, that's attention to detail. One fascinating aspect of the series is how it uses the power of dreams so effectively, showing us how they can influence the decisions we make the next day. This is made clear in several moments. For example, when Riley finally gives up her pacifier, or when her mom pressures her to wear a vintage dress to the dance. Initially, Riley agrees to make her mom happy, but after a dream gives her the courage, she tells her mom she won't wear it. The most interesting dream though is the one at the end, where Riley has a lucid dream and meets everyone responsible for producing her dreams. Since Riley is aware she's dreaming, she can do whatever she wants, change her outfit, fly, and even dance with her favorite unicorn. That's how she creates the best dream of her life, one she won't even remember. What? Wasn't the main purpose of dream productions to create unforgettable dreams? Well, that's the thing. Science says we dream every night, but when we wake up, we don't even remember half of them. Or, like Riley, we might not remember dreaming at all. The big takeaway from these dreams is that you don't always need to remember them for them to impact your life. That's why at the end of the series, the entire Dream Productions change its layout. Now they focus on helping Riley make more mature decisions that are going to help her in life. Not just have a good dream and make her happy. No, this reflects how Riley is maturing, and thus also how her mind works overall. So not only we have physical changes as we saw in Inside Out 2, where they demolished, upgrade, and redesigned some areas of Riley's mind, we also have the functionality and how everyone works and has new ideas. The fact that Riley's dreams were too childish and made her feel uncomfortable is actually very common in maturing. That's why they show us the scene where Riley brings her unicorn to school and everyone else laughs at her. Before that happened, she thought it was cool and had nothing wrong. But well, there you have it, all the references and details you probably missed in Dream Productions. Do you think this series is trying to tell us that the Pixar theory that every movie is connected is real? Do you think Riley will get to meet Maylene Lee from Turning Red? Let us know in the comments if you spotted any other details.